Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got another order of fish this week. Happy 4th of July for you who are watching before or after 4th of July, either way. I'm going to change things up a little bit today, and I'm going to prep my boxes while I talk instead of do them ahead of time. So let's get a look at what's in the box. First thing up is a rubber band holding everything together. And inside the box we have fish. Oh, hey, these have been waiting on. They've been out of stock for a little while. These are common autos. Got a nice big batch of those guys to make up for the fact we've been out for about 3 weeks. So got those if you've been looking for them. Next we have anchor moth cats, another thing that has been out of stock at our supplier and we ran out of. So that's another restock that I'm happy to show. Horseface loaches. I don't always carry these guys, but I think I always should. They're really cool. They can get up to 8 inches. They swim through the sand like we do water. They're really quite an amazing little fish. Good for a community tank in general. Gold mollies. Got a bunch of mollies on this order to restock. Mollies and platies both. No swordtails available this week. This is something different. We've had these one other time. These are Matano mini rabbit snails. They're dwarf or half-size rabbit snail. Very cool. Let's see, Corys, got a lot of Corys on this order. These are the albino Corys. As a matter of fact, we get back ordered on at least one of the Corys I ordered. But we do have some. Harlequin Raspora, restock on those guys. One of our most popular tetra-like, but not tetra fish. And then here we got a fire eel. Nice size on this guy. We got this guy. We got a big one over there too. Well, when I say big, not 4 feet, more like 2 feet, but very nice eel. So a couple sizes on those guys. And that is one box in the book. All right, next up we have fish. No reptiles, no salt this week. Really small order because of the holiday. Shipping's all goofed up. Most of our suppliers weren't even shipping this week, but we were still able to get a few wonderful items for y'all. I mean, next week I'll get to do a little catch-up, which will be fun. I should get saltwater, some more feeders and shrimp and stuff like that. But this week we're going to do just specialty cool fish, I guess. Next up is, what are you? I can't see you. Oh, yeah. Another thing I've been trying to get for a while, about 2 months on these, green neons. Been out of stock. Nice size on those. I don't know if that's a seasonal thing or what, but they were not available for a couple months, and we now have a restock on those. Here are tiger barbs, perhaps our most popular of our barb aisle, though the green tiger barbs sometimes sell better than the regular ones. Another Cory. I promised you more Corys. Those are reticulated Julie Corys. Very, very nice fish. One of our most popular Corys, and why not? Very cool. Speaking of Corys, panda Corys are definitely our most popular Cory. These are not your standard tank-raised tiny little pandas, though. These are wild-caught large Corys, so nice size on those. A little more expensive, but a much bigger fish. Cool pleco I couldn't lay off. Polka dot cactus pleco in L97. Not one I've ever had before, but it's a pseudacanthus, and how can I not want a pseudacanthus, right? Pseudacanthus are those spiny types like the redfin or the scarlet cactus or the sternellas. We have sternellas right now. More tetras, obviously on the tetra special. If you get subscribe to the channel and buy 4 or more, we'll give you 25% off. These are cardinals, a nice restock on those guys. Got a pretty good batch of them over there that we sold, well, I guess we sold out of most of them last week. So restocking it is. More mollies, got some Dalmatian mollies. These guys don't normally have Dalmatians, but those look fantastic. So cool on that. And some black mollies, because, you know, silver and black wasn't enough. We had to have all black. Go with the gold. I think I've got some marbles coming in the next box. We'll see what's in the box. So we're playing another version of What's in the Box. All right. I'll cut the tape and hopefully not find Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Here is fish. Fantastic. Happy to find that we have more fish in the box. Whole nother bag of bags, more rubber bands, and out comes platies. These are a rainbow wag platy. Wag means they have the black on the tail. Rainbow, of course, several colors, so very pretty fish. Nice little platy. Here's another cool platy. That is a blue coral platy. So a multicolored residue on that as well. More platies. Gotta love the platies. These are the red platies. Perhaps one of our best sellers, except for maybe those tricolors. Let's see. Some dwarf grommies. These are the royal blue dwarf grommies. Restock on those as well. And more mollies. I promised you more mollies. And these are marble mollies. So 4 different types of mollies. 3 different types of platies. Lots of restock on that group, which is the live bears. Rubber lip 444 or L444 is another addition to our pleco stock. I've had a couple people asking for those rubber lips. Those guys are great for your cooler tank. They're a pretty good algae eater too. Reticulated hill stream loaches look very similar, but not nearly the algae eater that the rubber lips are. They're great on your Auschwitz or even on your biofilm. Next and last is celestial pearl danios. These are we call them CPDs, perhaps the most popular nanofish of all time, and that is our entire order for this week. Happy 4th! Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got fish and we got a little reptile order, got in some private party stuff, got all kind of fun stuff to check out this week. So watch the video, come down and see just, oh wow! Let me finish my sentence. Come see what's fun at the Big River. Got some real cool specialty stuff this week. This is tank raised Ultima Angel. Wasn't but a couple years ago we didn't think we could raise Ultima Angels in a tank, so that's fantastic. Got a little group of those. Got a super red Sevrum there. Got a little group of those guys too. So got in some really nice specialty fish this week. Red Sevrum's a little harder to come by. Nice and bright. There's more Ultima Angels. There's another Sevrum. There's another Ultima Angel. Here's something that's not an Ultima or a Sevrum. This is black coolie loach. Restock on those guys. Haven't had a new batch of those in a little while. Nice big fat coolies, looking great. Another restock on female guppies. Nice little variety there. Been selling through those every week. More Sevrums, more Ultims, more Sevrums, Ultim. You're not either. That's green tiger barbs. Restock on those guys as well. One of our better selling barbs right now. Green tiger barbs. Get about 1.5 inches. Really beautiful. And then that's an Ultim. So that's that box. Mostly Ultims and Sevrums. That is actually the most exciting part about this order. Get in some really hard to get fish, because that's what I do. I find the stuff that you want that nobody can get, that I can't get, and then I get it. All right, very excited about that. Next up is Pistogramma cockatoides super red. The cockatoides are also called the cockatoo cichlid. Very cool Pistogramma, little dwarf cichlid, and some really nice black angels. A little batch of those guys to go with. We got a local batch of big ones and a few small ones left over there. Serpate tetras, restock on those. Of course, those are on the Tetra Special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off of any of our tetras. That does mean one species, but nice group of tetras. This is Labidotrophus, or Iodotrophus, not Labidotrophus, Springray, or the rusty cichlid. Looks like Labidotrophus, but spelled with an I. It looks like an L. More tetras for the Tetra Special. Those are your neon tetras. Got a nice big batch of those guys, the big and large, like they're supposed to be. Last batch was a little bit small. One betta on this week's order. That's Plakat Hellboy. The bright red on it is what makes them a Hellboy, I believe. I don't think they got one big fin, one little one. Got some cories, because, you know, he who dies with the most cories wins. Might think those are an Adolphi cory, and that would be a reasonable expectation, but those are actually a Duplicaris cory, which is the Adolphi imitator, if you will. Nice big batch of those. Here's some glass cats for you. And restock on those. They've been unavailable for a couple weeks, so happy to get those. And last bag on this order is some cardinal tetras. Nice big batch of cardinals that look real good. A little blanched in the bag. Back on those Duplicaris cories. I love these guys. Anytime we get them, they're wild caught usually. Does it say? Doesn't. But wild caught and about twice the size of the little Adolphis that we get in that are tank bred. So a little more expensive, but very, very cool. All right, we'll be back shortly with some reptiles. And we're back with a little reptile order today. Fun stuff, actually. Very excited to get out a couple things have been being asked for. First off, we got some Pac-Man frogs, just little green guys. Nice, attractive price on those. Next, we got some milk frogs. I've been wanting to get those back in stock. Those are tiny now, large later. little captive bred Amazon milk frogs. Very cool little frog. Black with a white, a little bit of gray color. Here's something I've ordered like 6 times and never got. These are dwarf geckos out of Cameroon. I forget which species off the top of my head, but several different dwarf geckos have been hitting the market recently. Those are some of the more affordable ones. One of the cool things I got this week, a lot of cool things, because I get nothing but cool things, right? Anything that comes in a bag must be cool. I'm not going to pull him out because he's got a big enough mouth. If he decided to put a hurting on me, he probably could. Usually they're pretty gentle. This is a giant plated lizard. Giant plated lizards, I mean, give you an idea of just how big he is. He's probably nose to tail, base of tail, about 8-10 inches from his nose to base of his tail, plus another 10 inches of tail. So nice, big, chunky lizard. They're very cool. First ran into those when I worked in wholesale years and years ago in a different life. Very, very neat animal. Kind of underrepresented, I think, but make a good pet. Resilient and just cool. A bunch of leopard geckos in this week. Sorted morphs, fancy morphs. So some nice, cute little leopard geckos. Also got some crested geckos in. These are flame morphs. A little variation between them, but nice price point on crested geckos. Continue to be some of our best-selling lizards. And the last thing out of the box, saved for last, I am geeking out on these. These are millipedes, as you can see. Kind of a big millipede, as you can see. This is the African giant millipede. These things can be as big as my forearm. You can see he's pretty good size right now. He's running backwards. Look at him go. I got a pair of these guys in. They are by far the most expensive millipede I've ever bought. And it's so cool. Don't go falling on me, buddy. So yeah, a pair of giant millipedes, true giants. They are the actual biggest millipede. They get about a foot. Their genus is, I forget the genus, but they're gigas, so very big. Plug for Northwest Naturals. If you guys didn't know it, we carry frozen food by Northwest Naturals. Actually, we don't have the frozen food in. We have the frozen bones and the freeze-dried foods. And that's it for this week's livestock order.